What's going on YouTube? It's your boy JR6 again with another video. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to drive a 6-speed manual using my 2024 Type R. So first thing is first, when you go in a car, well, in the manual car, there's 3 pedals, not 2 pedals. Let me close the door. There you go. I'll show you. Look. All right. So you got your clutch, you got your brake pedal, and then you got your gas pedal, and then you have your 6-speed manual trans. All right. Here, let me put my seat all the way to the front again. So whenever you start a manual car, you gotta press the clutch all the way in, press on the brake pedal, and then turn on the car. But always make sure your car is in neutral. You know it's in neutral because it's in the middle. You can wiggle the stick like this. All right. So in most manual cars, and then and then once you turn it on, you can let go of the clutch. So you let go of the clutch, just step on the brake if your parking brake is off. In most cars, you have an e-brake. For some reason, on this car and some other cars, you have a automatic, not automatic, like a power brake. So now it's off, now it's on. You know what? It's hot in here. Let me turn this on. There you go. All right, so actually, let me turn off the car so I can show you something real quick. So, like in this car, for example, it's a 6-speed. So you got your first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Oh, I can't even go on fifth. Well, fifth gear and then sixth gear at the bottom. There we go. And then reverse will be clutch all the way in, all the way to the right, and then all the way down. That will be reverse. Car on, so obviously foot on the clutch, foot on your brake, let go of the clutch. Before you let go of the clutch though, make sure you're always in neutral, because if you leave it in first gear and then the car stops and then you let go of the clutch, you're gonna lurch forward and you don't want that. And just if you're facing the car, like on this case, you might hit the car, so don't do that. So neutral, there we go. Foot off the clutch, just keep your foot on the brake. And in this case, we're gonna take the parking brake off. So parking brake off, and we're gonna start backing down. Here, let me put my seatbelt on. There we go. So let me adjust my seat real quick. All right, and then always adjust your seat so you have enough, or like a good space between you and the clutch, so there's no issue. All right, so we're gonna go into reverse. So clutch all the way in, all the way to the right, all the way down, and now we're in reverse. So we're gonna start slowly backing up. So when you start backing up, you have to let go of the clutch slowly. Look. So like in this case, I'm in a downhill. Just let go of the brake pedal, and I started going back. And my foot is not off the brake completely yet. I'm sorry, off the clutch pedal. I'm still kind of feathering the clutch. Feathering means I'm still pressing on the clutch by a little bit. So now clutch all the way in. I'm in neutral. We're gonna go into first gear. So clutch all the way in, first gear, and then we're gonna let go of the clutch slowly, and the car is gonna move by itself. See, my foot's still on the clutch though. There we go. So now we let go of the clutch. Since we're moving, press on the gas. And then we go clutch in, second gear. But we're gonna come to a stop. So what do? Foot on the clutch, go to neutral, make sure you're in neutral. All right, so now we're gonna make sure there's no cars coming before we go. So foot on your clutch and the brake pedal too, because I'm in a downhill. First gear, there's no car coming, and then you let go of the clutch slowly, and you give it a little bit of gas, not a lot. There we go, and now we're moving. So clutch in, second gear, let go of the clutch, and now we're gonna do it again. So clutch in, third gear, and gas. And then you just repeat it again. Clutch in, fourth gear, and we're good. You know what, let me raise the windows up. All right, and then just as a little bit more info, you only need to let go of the clutch slowly in first gear and in reverse. When you go into second, you can just clutch in all the way out, like immediately. Don't have to wait or do it slowly, like in first gear or reverse. Those are just that's only first and reverse is when you do it slowly. The rest of the gears, you just do it normal, well, like normal speed essentially. The only thing I do want to say is once you learn how to go into first gear and reverse, once you get that down, the rest is it's not that hard. It's pretty much the same thing over and over. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna wait until I get like a red light, and then we'll do it. Okay, so now let's say I want to downshift, right? So these cars have automatic rev matching. So if I want to downshift from 4th gear to 3rd gear, clutch in, 3rd gear. Did you guys hear that? My RPMs went up, but the car did it by itself, so I didn't have a hard downshift. Here, clutch in, 4th gear. So let's say your car doesn't have automatic rev match. Only a few cars have it. Like I think this one, Mustang GTs, Camaro SSs, CO1s. There's other cars that have it. I can't really name all of them because I really don't know all of them. But this one does have it. You can turn on and off the function. But in case you don't have it and you want to downshift, here, there's no cars coming, so I'm gonna do this here. So let's say actually I have to turn off the function, but I can't. I'll do another video on how to properly downshift. So stay tuned for that video. But for now, we'll just focus on the basics. So again, clutch in, 5th gear, and we're moving. So if you have a friend that may have like a car that has automatic rev matching, try to practice on that car first. It'll be way easier when you downshift. Because I want to say, at least for me, the hardest part was downshifting when I was just getting when I was learning to drive stick shift. Because if you don't auto rev match it properly, like the car just like jolts back and forth really bad. Or the other way to do it, if you don't want to rev match it, you just clutch all the way in. You drop it a gear, and then you just let go of the clutch slowly. But I'm not a professional mechanic, but I'm pretty sure that burns your clutch faster than just rev matching it. Alright, but here, let's do this again. Alright, so let's say, well, once you know how to drive stick shift, and if your car has auto rev match, or if you know how to auto rev match, this is what you do. Look, I'm in 5th gear, 4th gear, 3rd gear, 2nd gear. Okay, so now we're coming to a stop. Clutch all the way in, foot on the brake pedal, go to neutral, and then we stop. So when you're at a stop, again, just foot on the brake. Clutch doesn't have to be in, just leave your foot outside. Don't rest your foot right here because you're gonna burn your clutch slowly. And you don't want that because that's expensive. And then you only use the clutch when you want to shift. That's the only time you use it, when you want to shift. Don't use it to stop. Like let's say you come into a stop and you're in 1st gear, 2nd gear, or whatever gear you may be in. Don't just leave your foot on the clutch like this, resting. You're gonna burn that clutch like fast. So once you're at the stop, clutch in. Oh no, I'm sorry. If you're slowing down to a stop, just clutch in, leave it in neutral, and then just slowly roll into it. I think that's the best way for me to do it, just because I feel like it has less wear and tear on the clutch. So here, look. Now the light's in green. Clutch in, 1st gear. Slowly let go of the clutch. Press on the gas. There we go. Clutch in. Now we go to 2nd gear. So that's the hardest part, just getting out of 1st gear. Once you're in 2nd gear, look. Fast, look. It's not hard. Look, 5th gear. See, you just like in and out of the clutch, in and out. The hardest part again is just getting off 1st gear. Look, once I come to another stop, I'll give another example. Right, and then if you're in between, if you should get a manual or if you get an automatic for your car, if you want to have fun, at least for me, a manual stick shift is way better. If you just want to go fast, get an automatic. You're not going to beat an automatic. Your shifting is not going to be as fast as an automatic, especially if it's a 10-speed or one of those DCTs on the Beamers. But again, the reason I got this car, the reason at least I drive manual, is to me it's just more fun. It's more engaging. It feels like the driver's experience is just better. Because I had a 10-speed Mustang before, and I'm not gonna lie, the car was fast, but it was just kind of boring, you know. Like when you were trying to do a pull or whatever, you just kind of press on the gas and go like this, and that's it. And then on these cars, it's like if you're trying to do a pull in, let's say you're 5th gear, you just downshift 4, downshift 3, and then you just roll through gears, and then it feels like it's fun. If you guys ever seen Fast and Furious, it kind of feels like that. Because at the end of the day, just buy whatever makes you happy, whatever you enjoy, because it's your money. There's a lot of people that hit on these cars just because they're expensive. I mean, it was $50K plus taxes, all that kind of stuff. And people are always saying, how come you just didn't get a 5.0? How come you just didn't get like a used Corvette or like an M car, an M2, M3? I'm like, nah, you know what? I like those cars. They're really nice. I do want to get one eventually, but I've always been a fanboy of these cars. So I've always been a fan of Hondas. And then if you guys ever seen my other videos on my channel, I've had a lot of Camaros. I like Camaros a lot. Same thing, it's just ever since I seen that movie Transformers, I always wanted one. So when I was able to get that money when I turned 19, I was like, you know what, let me get a Camaro SS. And then I got another one, and then I got another one. And then I was like, you know what, I got enough Camaros, I've had enough V8s, let me get a car that I actually want. Because what kept me at least from getting a Type R before, when the older gen was out, was one, the price. Because at that point I was like, you know what, for that same price I'll just get the SS. That, and then actually it's not even that, to be honest with you. The main reason why I didn't get the Type R that I wanted back in the day and I went for a V8 instead was because everybody just wants to go fast. Everybody just wants to go fast, and then the faster you are, the better you are. But over time you learn that, you know what, I'm gonna get what I want, what I enjoy, because it's my money. I'll work for it, so I'll just drive whatever I want, and then whatever other people think, whatever they want to drive, just go ahead, get your car. This is my car, this is my money. But anyway, enough with the rant. Let's get back to this learning lesson. Okay, so we're in traffic, clutch in, first gear, slowly let go of the clutch, slowly press on the gas. And then let's say like here, I'm not gonna go into neutral, just because, oh, you know what, the lights are green, never mind. So here, so we're in first gear, now we're gonna go into second gear, third gear, and then again, clutch in and out. You don't have to go on the clutch for a long time. It's just like a second shift. It shouldn't take longer. Well, now we're gonna slow down a little bit. So clutch in, third gear, car left. Okay, now we go. So now we're gonna go into fourth gear, clutch in, go to fourth, and then we move. You just play with the gas pedal and the clutch all the time. It's just here. A thing that might help you out is whenever you press on the clutch, don't step on the gas. Just one pedal at a time. So clutch in, neutral, and we wait. So you should, in all honesty, don't ever go on the clutch and gas at the same time, unless you're like on a hill and you want to get off and you want to accelerate from the hill. If you're rolling back, then yeah, just clutch in and then kind of feather the gas a little bit. But in reality, you should always just, whenever the clutch is in, don't go on the gas at the same time. The only other pedal you should use with the clutch at the same time should be the brake. Look, so now, actually I'm not even gonna go. Let's go in reverse real quick. There we go. Clutch in, first gear, let go slow the other clutch, and then go give it a little bit of gas. Now, clutch in, second gear, and we give it gas. Oh look, an M240i, nice. Okay, now there's no cars behind me, so look, so clutch in, first gear, you let go of the clutch a little bit at a time, and then moves by itself. Look, I'm not even giving it gas. Now we give it gas, and clutch in, second gear, clutch in, third gear, and then we just keep it in third gear because we can't go that fast around here. And then just if you're wondering, if you're, let's say you're in fourth gear and you want to downshift to second gear because you're slowing down, you don't have to go to third and second. You can just go clutch in, second gear. So yes, you can, because that was always a question I had back when I was learning, if I could skip gears, and yes you can. So look, so clutch in, first gear, we let go of the gas a little bit, the clutch a little bit at a time, it goes by itself, then we give it a little bit of gas. And let's say, for example, we don't want to go to second gear, we just want to go to third, so we're in third gear. So yes, you can skip shifts if you want to. It's not a big deal. So here, let's do another example. Let's say you're slowing down to a stop, clutch in, third gear. I'm gonna turn right here, so put on the brake, clutch in, second gear, let go of the clutch, let go of the brake, and then we just give it a little bit of gas. Then we're just gonna park right here on the right. So clutch in, go to neutral, step on the brake, and then you just let it roll into that stop. And we're good. Now, if you have any questions, or if you want me to make another video, maybe a little bit more in depth, or if you want to know some more things in depth, just put it in the comments. I'll make another video. So I do enjoy making this video, so it's always a good thing to teach other people how to drive stick shift, because it is something that's dying over time. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. Drop a subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.